workout is a 20-minute AMRAP of 3 wall walks, 10 burpees, 10 shoot-throughs, and 10 grasshoppers. And we have for the wall walk, you will start in a push-up position on the floor. You will do a push-up. From here, you're going to take the biggest step you can up the wall and then match with the other foot. If that's as far as you feel comfortable, that's fine. If you're comfortable to keep going, we can simultaneously walk the hands and the feet all the way up the wall. Most important part is to keep a straight body. We don't want the belly sinking into the wall and overextending this lower back. On the way down, she is walking her feet and her hands down at the same time. If we don't have a wall for a wall walk or are not quite comfortable with that movement, we can modify that with a stationary inchworm. So we'll just hinge at the hip, hands on the floor. You'll be walking yourself out into a plank position and then controlled back up, walking those hands all the way to the feet with as straight as legs as you can maintain. For the burpee, Emily's going to do a controlled fall to the ground, getting her chest all the way on the floor, jumping her feet back up to her hands, and then from there, a little hop to the top. Make sure you don't hit the ceiling above you. If you're not comfortable jumping in the burpee, we can do a step back, step forward version. Emily's going to get into a plank position, step her legs back, lay on the floor, and then stepping her feet back up to standing position, just like that. For these shoot-throughs, you'll have to find 2 objects in your house which are the same height. Chairs work great if you guys have boxes, a couple stumps, anything around your house the same size will work. We're going to start off with each hand on the objects. We're starting off in a hollow position, meaning the most important thing is we're pulling these ribs down and we're not letting this lower back sink towards the ground. From here, she's going to pivot the shoulder, pull her knees up to her chest and kick those legs through. When she lands, we're landing in a straight position, meaning these hips are all the way open. Go ahead and demonstrate those hips sinking. So that's what we don't want when we finish. We want to be squeezing those glutes, driving those hips up towards the ceiling. If you don't have 2 objects or you don't have the space to perform shoot-throughs, today we'll have you modify with a 15-second Superman hold, immediately followed by a 15-second tuck hold. To demonstrate that, Emily's going to get into the Superman hold. She's going to have a neutral neck, so she's looking straight at the ground. She's squeezing her feet together, lifting them off the ground, and squeezing her glutes at the same time. After you've held that for 15 seconds, you will roll over to your back, and we will perform a 15-second tuck hold, where we're just pulling the shoulders off the ground, we're tucking the ribs down, and then reaching our hands towards our heels with those knees right over the hips. The last movement for today's workout is the grasshopper. For the grasshopper, the goal is to touch your shin to your forearm across the body and then alternating legs, trying to make this a fast, dynamic movement. We're also focusing on keeping the elbows straight. If I have Emily slow it down a little bit, she's just demonstrating that she's making full contact with that shin to the forearm before switching legs to the other side. This is a pretty difficult movement. If you guys are not comfortable with that, we can instead perform mountain climbers for those 10 reps.